Hey water signs, it's your girl Dominique with Empathic Guidance, and I'm back for you guys weekend vibes from the 24th of April to the 26th. So that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this week and you guys are basking in the energy, the residual energy of this new moon in Taurus, and it's been good to you, okay? Hopefully you called in some new wonderful things and they come to full fruition for you. But right now, we're definitely going to be checking the energy of your weekend, what's coming towards you, what may happen. You know, not much is happening these days, but at the end of the day, who knows what can happen? A phone call, an ending, a new beginning, who knows? So we just going to, that was already not for you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So I don't know what can be going on, but I don't know. Let's just hop right in. Just, a small disclaimer, you guys know that energy and time is fluid. So, of course, I can be picking up the energy of the cross watcher as I'm portraying it as yours because it's your reading, water signs. But if anybody else or if you're dealing with any other element and their energy is coming up prominently, just know it's because they're in your energy field, okay? As far as time goes, yes, this is time stamped for the weekend, but of course, this could have been in your recent past, or it can be in the near future as well, okay? All right, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the tribe, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click that post notification bell so you can be notified every single time I post another video or go live. And we about to hop right into y'all weekend vibes, okay? Let's see. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from the 24th to the 26th of April 2020. Spirit, what's coming in for my water signs? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weekend, for this weekend vibes. Man, they just want to fly for y'all. So let's see, I'm going to take 2, clarify with tarot. I feel like I should take 3. Whatever comes out. Go the distance. So I know you guys already saw this card before because I've used these cards multiple times, but go the distance. So you're definitely being urged to keep going, to keep up a momentum, or, you know, something that you're, I don't want to say enthusiastic about, but something that you're ambitious about. You could be almost to the finish line because I'm definitely seeing that here, all right? Time for a nap. So it's so crazy because it's like, hurry up, then wait. Or that's the thing. You guys could be going so hard when it comes down to a dream that if you're feeling some type of way internally, or you're feeling exhausted, or your thoughts are clouded, it could literally be time for you guys to get some rest. Yeah, I feel better about 3, so I'm going to pull 3, okay? And I'm going to do that for all the signs, not just water signs. But yes, I definitely see that, okay, this could be your energy. Both can be your energy, that you've been going so hard that it's time for you to rest. So a lot of you guys could be using this weekend to catch up on some well-needed rest, some sleep. You've been on a long, long journey from what I can see here, because you also have 2 the sea, you know, and that is, you know, to me, this is somebody waiting for the fruits of their labor, waiting for a response from the Most High, some type of sign. I always see this as somebody waiting on the sign, or waiting on, you know, the green light so they can know which direction to go. And Spirit is just encouraging you to maintain your imagination, you know, and I feel like that's the reason why you continue to go and go and go no matter what, because you imagine things being so grand and so big that you don't want to quit. You don't want to quit out of fear of this opportunity dissipating for you, or not happening. But what Spirit is trying to say is that, yes, as much work as you put into something, it's going to come back. So it's okay to get some shut eye, to get some rest, because with a fresh mind, it's what this reading reminds me of is a saying that a lot of older people say, especially if you work at a job where it's all different age ranges. Well, you probably ran into an older person at work before that has once told you, work smarter, not harder. And this is what I'm definitely getting from this, you know, is that all your work wasn't for nothing, and it's okay. It's okay to take a nap. It's okay to rest. It's okay to recuperate your mind. Okay, it's okay to take a break away from something or someone, you know? All right, so let's clarify go the distance for water signs here. Why is go the distance here for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? I do see a lot of inner strength within you. The strength card wanted to come out. But I also see the strength as resistance too. Go the distance. Ooh, okay. So I'm getting a 3 of Cups and an Ace of Swords. Go the distance for water sign, Spirit. Okay. Okay. So what I'm getting so far from this is, of course, I was viewing it as an opportunity. Y'all know, if I could make every single reading a work reading, I probably would, because this probably applies to me too. But this is definitely speaking to a reconciliation, to be completely honest with you. And this could be somebody that you've been away from for a while, honestly. And maybe you were in a energy of feeling defeated, feeling like you fought too hard for a situation and you lost out. I feel like there's a sense of clarity coming when it comes down to the situation from a King of Cups. You could also be the King of Cups, but regardless to what, Cancer is already here. Cancer, you're making your presence with the Chariot here. But when I see the Chariot, that's definitely pairing up or doubling down on the go the distance, because this definitely can be a situation that's at a distance that you want to reconcile with. I do feel like a lot of transformation has or will be caused by some communication, some truth here. Let's get one more. And it's going to get you or another individual out of a feeling of loss here. I do feel like somebody pulled back. Somebody pulled back from a situation that they had a lot of hope for, that they were fighting hard for, defending with all their might. Like I said, I'm getting that wounded warrior card, but it seems as though you pulling yourself out of that energy. You pulling yourself out of the woe is me, I lost, because it's no game to be lost or won. So I definitely feel like if this was pertaining to a relationship that didn't work out, and you were viewing it very pessimistically or just negatively in general, like, yeah, you know, I lost, I put in all that fight for nothing. You know, if you guys had to take a break, it was definitely for a reason. And it's paying off here, because it is still a sense where this situation can definitely go the distance, or it definitely can yield the results that you were seeking at one point, but that you guys needed to take a break away from each other, because either y'all was going too hard to the point where y'all was clashing, or not understanding each other. You know, I get very bullheaded energy, even though this is a water sign reading. The King of Cups is here. It's a lot of emotional cards here, but I feel like it was a lot of push and pull as well, you know. So time for a nap. So funny that this came out, the 4 of Swords, because we all know that this is the card of rest and retreat. So whoever this is, you guys definitely needed to break away from each other. And like I said, somebody is not looking at it as a loss or a defeat, or a loss or a defeat, or a sense of your ego being dashed. Why it's time for a nap here? You view this now as an opportunity of growth, you know, because maybe you and this person that you care about or love that's at a distance, and you guys could have just recently became at a distance, or maybe when you guys took a break, there was distance between you guys, or somebody moved away here. But there is definitely a sense, like I said, of recommunication, breaking the silence here. I do feel like somebody is in two minds about something. If not, somebody definitely could have been juggling in a situation, and they needed to make up their mind between two people. Why is take a nap here? and a decision was made. Okay, so yeah, this time of rest needed to happen. A new chapter is being, an old chapter is being closed and a new one is being opened here. And again, I just continue to get distance. So there definitely can be distance and time between you and somebody else. I feel like, again, just to recap, you guys really fought hard for this situation. Maybe it was a lot of fighting, period. Now that you guys are coming back together, there is a sense of peace. And I can't help but to notice that because she's meditating in this photograph and I mean, on this card. And in addition to that, it's butterflies surrounding her. Butterflies is always transformative energy for me. And that, in a sense where they do have to, they change their, what do you call it? They change basically their likeness until they become a butterfly. So yeah, there was a sense of somebody needing to grow here, you know? And I feel like I said, nobody wants to take a break away from something, but I feel like this reading is specifically telling you was that, no, this wasn't a loss. No, you weren't defeated. No, spirit of the universe, God, Most High, whatever you call your creator, wasn't punishing you by making you and this person, you know, take a break away from each other. But instead, there was a sense of you guys needing to transform and grow separately, then come together and grow together, because you guys have both been on a long journey of soul searching with To the Sea here. Why is To the Sea here for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 24th through the 26th? Why is To the Sea here? Ooh, okay. Yes, and you know what? It almost came out in reverse, but this is just speaking to the balance and the patience that it took for you guys to get to a point where communication, truthful communication, cleared the air. Yeah, maybe both of you were very much both confrontational in the past, and you couldn't get through to each other. There was no balance in the situation. I definitely feel like one person felt as though they was going to bat for this situation more than the other. To the Sea. And now I feel as though, you know, in separation, I feel like one person needed to learn some type of form of detachment, and the other person needed to learn the realness of someone's worth. And I am seeing the Ace of Pentacles as worth. All right, I do sense an awakening as well, and a lot of us do know that through the course of an awakening, we have the Justice in reverse. And the reason why all of this happened was because things were not balanced. So yes, a situation definitely could have ended with an injustice or something that was unfair to somebody. I definitely do get that one of the parties involved in this situation, or even both, feel as though things didn't work out in their favor. They're very woe is me. There was a need to heal. There was a need to balance things out. There was a need for two people to learn how to be able to agree to disagree and understand that, you know, even though you may have great ideas or a great way of solving issues, you have to consider your partner's way of being too, because the flexibility almost came out, but I was only taking 3 cards. So I definitely get that there was rigidity within this connection where somebody just wanted to be like, no. What I said is what I said, and what you said is wrong, you know? And so it's two people, maybe two very strong-willed people that love each other but couldn't be together because there was a sense of disharmony. And now I feel like you guys have found that balance, and that's the reason why to go the distance is here. Okay? All right, so what is this Ace of Swords? All right, somebody definitely went to their family when it came down to gaining advice about this situation. I do feel like that. Communication was had, advice was asked of in this situation because two people needed to learn. There was a sense of two individuals that felt like neither one of them can do no wrong. Okay, so why is the Ace of Swords here? And maybe neither one of you did do any wrong, but I do feel like there was a sense of difference here. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Ooh. Why is the Ace of Swords here? And I do feel like even with this communication, as truthful as it is, it's displaying growth for somebody. Because maybe someone couldn't communicate as openly and honestly as the communication that you're getting ready to get, okay, water signs, or have just recently got. Because again, I do have a feeling that this could have taken place sometime this week for some of you guys. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Okay, so with the Scythe in reverse, I'm definitely getting that. And it's so crazy because it's like one sword is up and the Scythe is down, basically, because the Scythe is here in reverse. And I mean, I don't really want to read these clarifiers in reverse. I want to keep it in the upright, but I do want to keep in mind that there are no coincidences when it comes down to how these cards are laid. So in a sense, there could have been some communication as to why something ended here. And there also could be some communication that speaks to the fact that someone no longer wants there to be distance between you guys, because with the Scythe being in reverse, that's definitely speaking to, you know, I really don't want this to be a permanent ending for me. So you guys, somebody can be expressing that to you. If they're not expressing the desire for a reconciliation, then they're definitely opening up to you as to why things truly ended in the past. Why is the King of Cups here? Yeah, somebody feels guilty about this situation. And that's because they're no longer confused. So like I said, there was some type of miscommunication here. Two people that didn't see things in the same, you know, from the same viewpoint. So maybe a brash decision was made, and this King of Cups energy feels very guilty. They're no longer confused about their culpability when it comes down to the situation. They honestly see what it is that how they may have contributed to a situation failing or not working out or needing to take a break or needing to be healed from. Why is the Four of Swords here? Yeah, somebody, I'm getting a fox here. So yeah, there is trust issues here, and somebody needs to heal that within themselves. So yeah, one person here is on one note where they feel guilty, and the other person on the other end, you know, maybe they have a hard time trusting. I do feel like with the Four of Swords here, that person just needed a break. There's probably mental exhaustion here when it came down to the ending of a situation. Okay, definitely somebody that ghosted could be coming back. All of these messages may not be for everyone, and that's important. I'm feeling led to say that. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Yeah, somebody was really concerned about this situation. All right. I do feel like one person was possibly juggling. If they weren't juggling two people, then they were definitely juggling thoughts. Should I stay? Should I go? Is this really what I want? I don't feel like I'm gaining a balance and stability from this situation. And I'm getting 3. So it definitely could have been somebody on someone else's mind. And of course, it doesn't have to be physical cheating, because I really don't see any indication of that. But it very well could have been an emotional or a mental connection, or a connection where at least somebody was communicating with someone else. And now, literally, it could have been a Sagittarius, but literally I feel like all of any third parties, fifth parties, or whatever, because I feel like it was more than one. But yes, I feel like at this time, anybody that may have caused sabotage beside the two people that put in the sabotage in this situation, but any outside influences have now dissipated. You know, I feel like the person that's actually coming back to clear the air, they got rid of everybody that was in their ear, basically leading them to the demise of their own relationship. Why is the Five of Wands here in reverse? Why is the Five of Wands in reverse? Someone kept secrets in an attempt to keep the arguments and fights down. Or someone ghosted because they already know that somebody in this situation was possibly volatile. Yeah, somebody literally moved on because someone wouldn't change, is what I'm getting here. I'm getting change in reverse, and then I'm getting a ship here. So it definitely could have been some long distance. And maybe both of you didn't change. Maybe there was a sense of both parties literally requesting a change, you know, not wanting this situation to be toxic or negative anymore. Maybe someone here was actually concerned about their health. Or period, just feeling like this relationship or friendship was bad for their health. There was a hidden blessing behind this situation. Again, two people I feel like individually found themselves in ways that they couldn't find themselves. And look, what did I say? Maturity. With the mature male here and this being a 5 card. Again, I do feel the indecision has come to an end because somebody here in this situation has matured. They have grown up. They understand the value of people. They're no longer confused. They're no longer easily lured. They're no longer easily convinced. I feel like this person have more of a mind of their own now. Yeah, because family was heavily involved. I feel, you know, co-workers, friends, family members, but I feel like a lot of people had things to say. And again, this could have been a situation where I didn't say this before, but I'm going to say it now because I'm getting unexpected income in reverse. So there could have been a lot of money issues in this situation as well, where maybe one of you was dishing over all the money and was just feeling like it was a lose-lose situation because maybe the person you was dealing with didn't have it financially to do like you, and you always had to help them in situations, because I'm getting that it was like a one-sided give situation all the time. Why is it two of swords here in reverse? Why is it 2 of swords here in reverse? Why is the 2 of swords here in reverse, Spirit? Why is the 2 of swords here in reverse for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? For the weekend vibes. Yeah. All right. So with this here, for some of you, and I feel like it can be very different, and I apologize, but for some of you, this situation is going to push forward. For some of you, yes, there is communication that's going to cause clarity. I don't feel like it's any more heartbreak in this situation because this could have been something that's been dead and gone for a long time. But any type of clarity would definitely help with the move on in the situation. So I do feel like whoever this is that's coming back around to communicate some type of truth, they serve a purpose regardless to whether it's a reconciliation or just you getting clear enough to be able to get out of your head and move on here and start a new life for yourself. The World card. Because for some of you, whoever this person is, they glad they moved away. I hate to say that because that sounds horrible, but it's the truth. For some people, for some of you, this person is communicating that they want to come back. For some of you, they're happy that they went away, okay? And I don't feel like it's going to be conveyed harshly, but I feel like amicably the communication is going to literally be decided that you guys made the right decision by separating to begin with, okay? Yeah, so this is definitely a message. Definitely a message that's either going to cause an ending or a beginning, a new beginning, a permanent ending or a new beginning. Why is the High Priestess here? Yeah, the expectations and child. All right, so yeah, that came out on top of the High Priestess. So let me get one more, because I do feel like this speaks to child for real. Not like, because sometimes it could be newer energy or something else, but you know, again, I feel like it's split down the middle. For some of you, this is going to be a new beginning. For some of you, this is a secret child, and this could be what's being communicated here. And I know I'm getting a lot of that energy, but obviously it's a lot of people going through that right now that are finding out about a child. Because the expectation, or even a pregnancy, but expectation I view as expecting. And then the Child came out, and it's right next to the Page of Wands. The High Priestess, yeah. And then we have the Snake. So it definitely could have been a child that was conceived by means of cheating or just doing something sneaky. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? So I feel like at this time, this is what you have to decide whether you can accept or not, especially if you want this person back. And I feel like that's why it's split down the middle, because I do feel like this person is coming back to be honest with you for some of you, because they want a new commitment with you. For some of you, you will be finding out that this person is expecting and has also proposed to the person that they're dealing with now, okay? Regardless to what, I do feel like this is going to offer some closure for everyone involved, literally, because whoever was holding this secret back felt extremely guilty, and not just because of the person that they hurt, but probably because it made them look like they're not proud of their, of having a child. And, maybe that made them feel guilty that they held that back from you or whatever. Maybe they didn't know how to tell you at the time, but for some of you, that could have been why the breakup even occurred, okay? All right, water sign. So I hope that reading helped. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join the Soul Tribe. Give this video a big fat thumbs up. Leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.